The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Welcome, celestial seekers. Today, we're diving into the profound sense of divine protection that marks those chosen by God. Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of protection, as if an unseen hand is guiding you through life's trials? You're not alone. God's protective mantle covers his chosen ones, offering spiritual and physical security in ways that often go unnoticed. Imagine the stories of David fleeing from Saul, or Daniel in the lion's den. These aren't just tales, they're divine assurances that God's hand is always at work, shielding his beloved. Consider the moments in your life when danger seemed imminent, yet you emerged unscathed. Was it merely luck, or could it be a sign that you are marked by God? As you ponder this, think about the Psalms and the countless examples of God's protection over his people. Reflect on your personal experiences, and share them with us in the comments. Your stories could inspire others to recognize God's hand in their own lives. If you find these insights meaningful, explore our other videos and join our channel, Celestial Chronicles, to deepen your understanding of divine protection. Supernatural provision and abundance. Consider the lilies, how they grow, they neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. In Luke 12 verse 27, Jesus speaks of God's provision with profound simplicity. Have you ever experienced a blessing so unexpected that it seemed miraculous? God's provision for our needs often comes in surprising and extraordinary ways. Think of the Israelites receiving manna in the wilderness, sustenance that appeared daily to nourish them during their long journey. Imagine Elijah being fed by ravens during a severe drought, ensuring he had enough to survive. These instances of supernatural provision are not confined to the pages of the Bible, they happen in our lives today. Reflect on a time when your needs were met in an extraordinary manner. Perhaps it was a financial breakthrough when you were at your lowest, a timely word of encouragement when you felt hopeless, or an unexpected gift that arrived just when you needed it most. These moments are not coincidental, they are signs of God's providence and care. How have you seen God's provision in your life? Let's discuss it in the comments. Your testimony might be the encouragement someone else needs. In addition to these miraculous provisions, consider the everyday blessings that we might take for granted: food on our table, a roof over our heads, or the strength to get through each day. These, too, are manifestations of God's care. Sometimes, God's provision is not about grand miracles but the consistent, quiet supply of our daily needs. For more stories and insights on divine provision, make sure to watch our other videos and become a part of our Celestial Chronicles community. Engage with us, share your experiences, and let's journey together in recognizing the incredible ways God provides for his children. Divine recognition and favor. For you bless the righteous, O Lord, you cover him with favor as with a shield. Psalm 5 verse 12 highlights the special recognition and favor bestowed upon those marked by God. Have you ever felt like you received VIP treatment in an unexpected way? Divine favor can manifest in various forms: unexpected promotions, preferential treatment, or being chosen for significant roles that seem beyond your reach. Joseph's story is a prime example. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, he faced immense challenges. Yet, through God's favor, he rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. His journey was not just about luck, it was a demonstration of God's favor in action. This kind of recognition often goes beyond our own abilities or qualifications. Think about times in your life when doors opened for you in ways you could not have anticipated. Maybe you received a job offer that seemed out of reach, found favor in the eyes of influential people, or were given opportunities that defied logical explanation. Consider Esther, who was chosen as queen and used her position to save her people. Her story shows how divine favor can place us in strategic positions to fulfill a greater purpose. Similarly, David was anointed as king while still a shepherd boy, showing that God's favor can elevate us from humble beginnings to places of great influence. Reflect on your own life. Have you experienced moments of divine favor that seemed inexplicable? Perhaps you were recognized for your work in unexpected ways, received help from unlikely sources, or found yourself in the right place at the right time. Share your experiences with us in the comments. By discussing these moments, we can better understand how God's favor operates in our lives. Divine favor is not always about public recognition. It can also be seen in the quiet, personal blessings we receive: finding the right mentor, gaining wisdom in difficult situations, or experiencing inner peace and confidence that come from knowing we are valued by God. Don't forget to check out more content on our channel, Celestial Chronicles, where we delve deeper into the signs of divine favor and how they can manifest in our lives. Join our community and share your journey with us as we explore the incredible ways God's recognition and favor can shape our destinies. Deep peace, joy, and comfort. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. John 14 verse 27 speaks of a peace that surpasses all understanding. Have you ever felt an unexplainable peace amidst chaos? This deep peace, joy, and comfort are hallmarks of being marked by God. It's the assurance that, despite life's storms, we are secure in His hands. When we look at the Bible, we see numerous examples of this divine peace and joy. Paul and Silas, for instance, were imprisoned under harsh conditions. Despite their circumstances, they sang praises to God, demonstrating a profound peace and joy that came from their faith. Their story shows that this peace isn't dependent on external conditions but is a gift from God that dwells within us. Think about times in your life when you've experienced such peace. Maybe you were going through a particularly tough period, financial struggles, health issues, or relationship problems. Yet, amidst all that turmoil, you felt a calmness that you couldn't quite explain. This peace is God's way of reassuring you that He is in control, even when everything seems out of control. This peace and joy are also evident in our daily lives. Consider the small, quiet moments that bring you joy: a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a stranger, a prayer answered in an unexpected way. These are all signs of God's presence in your life. They are reminders that He is always with you, providing comfort and reassurance. Have you ever noticed how some people remain joyful and calm even in the most challenging situations? It's not because they are oblivious to their troubles but because they have an inner source of peace that comes from their relationship with God. This peace is like an anchor, keeping them steady amidst the storms of life. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you had moments where you felt an unshakable peace, even when it didn't make sense? Times when joy bubbled up inside you despite difficult circumstances? Share these moments with us in the comments. Your stories of peace and joy can inspire others to seek and recognize these gifts in their own lives. This divine peace and joy also help us build stronger relationships. When we are at peace with ourselves and filled with joy, we can better support and uplift those around us. We become beacons of God's love and comfort, spreading His light to others. If you want to explore more about experiencing divine peace and joy, watch our other videos and join our Celestial Chronicles family. Engage with us, share your experiences, and let's journey together in recognizing the incredible ways God brings peace and joy into our lives. Evidence of a victorious life. But thanks be to God, who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. This verse from 1 Corinthians 15 verse 57 reminds us of the triumphs experienced by those marked by God. Have you ever overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable? A life marked by God is often characterized by a series of victories, both big and small. Think about the story of David and Goliath. David was a young shepherd boy, seemingly insignificant compared to the giant warrior Goliath. Yet, with faith and a simple sling, David defeated Goliath, demonstrating that God's power enables us to conquer even the greatest challenges. This story isn't just about a physical battle, it's a testament to how faith in God can lead us to victory over any giant we face. Consider Joshua leading the Israelites into the Promised Land. They faced numerous enemies and obstacles, yet with God's guidance, they emerged victorious time and again. These stories show that with God's help, we can overcome any challenge, no matter how daunting. In our own lives, we face various battles, whether they are struggles with health, finances, relationships, or personal goals. Have you ever faced a situation that seemed impossible, but somehow, you came through it stronger and better? These victories are not just random, they are signs of God working in your life. Reflect on these moments. How did you feel when you overcame those challenges? Did you feel a sense of divine support and strength? Share your experiences with us in the comments. Your victories can encourage others who might be facing similar battles. Victory in a life marked by God doesn't always mean the absence of struggles. Instead, it often means that despite the struggles, we emerge stronger and more resilient. Look at the story of Job. He faced immense suffering and loss, yet his faith remained steadfast. In the end, God restored everything to him and more. Job's story teaches us that perseverance and faith in God can lead to incredible restoration and triumph. Think about the times when you have felt particularly challenged. How did you find the strength to keep going? Often, it's during these times that we experience the most significant victories. These victories might come in the form of personal growth, newfound strength, or a deeper understanding of God's love and faithfulness. Sharing these stories of victory can be powerful. They remind us and others that no matter what we face, God is with us, leading us to triumph. Have you experienced a victory that you know was orchestrated by God? Perhaps it was a breakthrough at work, healing from an illness, or reconciliation in a relationship. Share these moments with us. Your story might be the encouragement someone needs to keep fighting their own battles. To explore more stories of victory and divine triumph, watch our other videos and become a subscriber to Celestial Chronicles. Join our community, engage with us, and let's continue to support each other in recognizing the incredible ways God leads us to victory. Fulfilling God's purpose. For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2 verse 10 reminds us that each of us has a divine purpose. Have you ever felt a strong pull towards a particular path, despite the challenges? Fulfilling God's purpose often means facing difficulties with unwavering faith. Consider Moses, who led the Israelites out of Egypt. Despite his initial reluctance and the numerous obstacles he faced, Moses trusted in God's plan. His journey wasn't easy, but his faith and obedience led to the deliverance of an entire nation. Think about Esther, who was placed in the Persian king's palace for such a time as this. She faced a significant risk to her own life but chose to follow God's purpose. Her bravery saved her people from destruction. These stories show that fulfilling God's purpose may require courage and sacrifice, but the impact can be profound. Reflect on your own life. Are there moments when you felt guided by a higher purpose? Perhaps you felt a calling to a particular profession, to help someone in need, or to stand up for what is right. Following God's plan often means stepping out of your comfort zone. It might involve taking risks, making sacrifices, or facing opposition. How did you respond to the challenges you faced? Share your journey with us in the comments. Your experiences could inspire someone else to follow their divine calling. Living out God's purpose also brings a deep sense of fulfillment. When we align our lives with God's will, we find meaning and direction. Consider how Paul, formerly known as Saul, dedicated his life to spreading the gospel after his conversion. His purpose-driven life, despite numerous hardships, brought him joy and a profound sense of accomplishment. Think about the talents and passions you have. These are not random, they are given to you for a reason. How can you use your gifts to serve others and fulfill God's purpose? Maybe you have a talent for teaching, a passion for helping the less fortunate, or a knack for leadership. These abilities can be channels through which you fulfill God's plan. In addition to individual callings, we also have collective purposes as part of a community. Working together towards common goals, supporting each other, and sharing God's love can create significant positive change. How have you contributed to your community or church? Share your experiences. By working together, we can accomplish much more than we can alone. If you want to explore more about discovering and fulfilling your purpose, watch our other videos and join the Celestial Chronicles community. Engage with us, share your experiences, and let's journey together in recognizing the incredible ways God calls us to fulfill His purpose.